Did you know that I was a teenage figure roller skater? It's true. And as the kids say today, I have the receipts. I'm going to tell you more about my illustrious figure skating career once the video gets rolling, but I am so excited about the new Roll With It dies from Concord and Ninth, and I'm going to make a card from my lifelong bestie. We grew up at the skating rink together, and I'm going to send her this card so she can relive our glory days. To see this fun card come together, plus hear stories about my figure skating past, stick around. That video is coming up next. Here's a look at all of the things I've pre-cut and the color palette that I am using today. I pulled one of these DIY color deck cards. I've done one card so far using the color deck, and I will be sure to pop that link up if you want to check that out. But I thought this was a really beautiful palette, and so I just picked Concord and Ninth colors that I thought would work. We have lilac, fig, briar rose, buttercup, and I think this is eggplant. All right. I don't know. I don't have them all committed to memory. That said, I went ahead and pre-cut all the pieces that I thought would look really nice for my skate. So I'm going to speed this up and we'll talk a little more about my illustrious roller figure skating career. When I was about 10 years old, I started hanging around the skating rink in Everett, Washington. It was called the Skate Deck. And there were Saturday morning lessons, and I begged my mom to let me take them. She let me take them. And then the coach of Saturday morning lessons, her name was Donna Torgeson, the late Donna Torgeson. She said to me, "When are you going to start taking private lessons with me?" Well, I was over the moon excited, and my mom and dad agreed. And thereby began a 7-year odyssey into the amateur sport of competitive figure roller skating. But here's the thing I learned pretty early on. When you start a sport, and by the time I got into private lessons, I was 11, when you're at that age, unless you are incredibly athletically gifted, which I was not, you're not going to be as great as you would aspire to be. And I actually found that kind of depressing because I am a recovering perfectionist and I really wanted to be great at it. And, I wasn't, but it was good for me. I know my mom likes to think it kept me out of trouble. It didn't. It did not at all. I was taking smoke breaks in secret behind the skating rink. I mean, it didn't keep me out of trouble as much as she might have thought it would. Anywho, I share these stories because, sports, they were a good thing. But the video clips I showed in the beginning, what happened then was I started to hate it. That was the last year that I skated. I was 17 years old and I had had enough. I was done. I just wanted to be done with the 5 days a week in the rink and the practicing and knowing that it really wasn't going to amount to anything. I did go to nationals one year in sophomore ladies. Sophomore ladies is the catch-all category for everyone who's not that good. So I placed, 22nd out of 27 in the nation. I don't even remember what year it was, but let's just say this. You know when your time is done. Took my mom a lot longer to get the memo, but eventually I quit, and I do look back at it fondly, and if there's anything I can say about sports, they're great. Sports are great. Just don't take them too seriously, and if your kid tells you she's done, let her be done. That's my advice to you. I've definitely lived by that rule with my kids. If they said they were done, I'm like, more power to you. Let's move on to something else. And therein ends story time. So now that I've got my skate, I am going to be using the Sunburst card front. But before I do that, I need to figure out where my greeting is going to go. And I am going to see what it looks like. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Let me grab my Misty. I'm going to see what it looks like with, and so I am going to send this to my lifelong bestie, Molly, because when we were in the 8th grade, we came up with our own nicknames at the skate deck in Everett, Washington, which is no longer in existence. And she was Mo and I was Mac, and they didn't stick because you can't, the cardinal rule of nicknames, you can't make up your own nicknames. That didn't stop us from trying. So I'm going to do Keep On Rolling for her. because I just think that would be so cute. Now we'll see. If I don't love the way this looks, oh, because I probably could have put my little lace in a little closer. But you know what? It'll be fine because the angle that it's going to go at is going to be right. Because that looks pretty even. So we're going to get in here, keep on rolling. And I do think it'll look cute in the fig. And then I'm going to do the plate and see how it looks. So if I don't love it, you know what? We'll just put it on a plain surface with no embossing. Oh, I should have primed my stamp. I didn't prime it at all. You know what I'm going to do? Just going to wipe it off first because sometimes just getting ink on there once, wiping that off, that should be fine. There we go. All right, let's get it. Keep on rolling. I probably should not sing any songs of any kind. And that was from REO Speedwagon. Very popular band at the skating rink in those days. Keep on loving you. Anyone? Anyone? You know it. Okay, so there's my greeting. And I actually think I'm going to give it one more because I don't know what's going to happen when I do this embossing plate, but we'll see. We'll see. Well, it's not really an embossing plate. It's a die plate. Okay, so we're going to clean off, keep on rolling. That's going to be perfect. Okay. Oh my gosh. She's going to love this card so much. That's all. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. You know, I haven't been roller skating in years. I still have my professional, if you will, roller skates from my competitive days, but my feet grew probably 2 full sizes when I was pregnant and they don't fit anymore. So I have not been skating in years because I basically am a person who cannot even fathom the thought that I would not have really heavy duty artistic skates instead of the ones you rent. Okay, let's just see. This could look dumb or this could look amazing. Hold your breath. We're going to find out. Alrighty, I don't often stamp and then use a plate of some kind over the top, but oh, that worked pretty well. Let's see. Okay, popping this down. I may have to put it in a little book though, because it looks a little, oh, I think that did really well. Okay, I'm gonna flatten this out just a little and then I will get a note card prepped and we'll finish out this card. All right, I mounted this onto a white note card. So that is my card base. And I've got some thin foam squares on my skate just to give it a little lift. So I'll get these off. And I'm going to add just a little liquid glue to each foam square. Oh, those aren't even, that one's not even off. Why don't we try taking that one off? There we go. There we go. We'll get that one off. I'll put that in the trash. You don't sometimes see the forest for the trees. Okay, you. And that's just going to give us a little, you know, little movement time. And then here, I just want to make sure that my skate's basically centered. With the keep on rolling and the toe stop and the boot and the, I can come back a little too, like that. I'm going to drop it for a second. And where did that ruler go? Just want to make sure that my wheels are even. Yeah, that's even. And press. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's just so cute. She's going to love it. She's going to laugh out loud. Okay, I did cut some stars from the set because I thought, I don't know, maybe we want to have a few up here and kind of add to the, you know, the fun of it all. Because Lord knows if you were at the skate deck in, you know, the days of yore, you would definitely have seen, you know, little stars floating all over the place because, well, that's just how it went. Now I don't want to do these in a really random way, so I may only do, I mean, I guess I could put one up here too. Let's see what it would look like to put a big yellow up here. We'll keep on rolling. Little purple guy here. And then maybe, I don't know, do I want to have a cluster of a couple like that? But see, I kind of want to mix up my colors a little bit too. I don't know if I want them all to be, well, that doesn't really work either. Okay, maybe a star down there, or maybe just down here. I don't know. This is the part that I'm not sure about because I have so many good things happening on this card. It might not need much else. Let's see. Keep on rolling here. Or, I mean, I could just do 3 in this space here like that. So we pick up those 3 colors. And honestly, that could be all we do. Let me think about this one for a minute. It's hard. This one's hard. And 5. Oh, that could be kind of cute. Just have my little stars coming down like that. And this one's kind of wonked out like that. Oh, that could work. You know how I like to do numbers of 5. I think that's really cute. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. All right, let's get it down. That way I have all the colors from the palette. Boop. I guess it's different than a, I might need a little more glue here to hold these down, but that's okay. I'll just give it a good squish. Let that stay. Same thing here. Just kind of make a big circle. And I kind of want them all at a different angle. My goodness. So fun. This little friend here will tuck under a bit. Like that. So cute. Okay. And we'll pop that one right there. Oh my goodness. And that is my homage to the era of a bygone love. Although roller skating is making a comeback. And I tell you what, if you Google artistic roller skating, you will see things that might just surprise you. So I encourage you to expand your sports loving repertoire today. Let's do a quick design review. For this color palette, again, it came from the color deck, and I just pulled the colors to the best of my ability to match these out. The only color I didn't take from this palette is more of a blue tone. I had pulled a piece of blue here in some blueberry, but then I couldn't figure out if I wanted to use it in this, so I just set some limits, and that's what we went with. Now, of course, here we've got our red violets and our violets, which are our purples. If you jump at a triadic connection, you get that yellow-orange tone here in the buttercup. You know, so it's kind of 2 colors here. Actually, is this like a, no, I don't think it's a split complement. No, it's really, well, although if you look at yellow here and you go across the split complement, you get blue tones and purples. It's kind of in that vein. Either way, sometimes when you can't really completely identify the palette, again, when you see something in art or nature that appeals to you and works, that's where this DIY color deck is so fun because you can trust what you see and just match it as well as you can. The only place I use the dark eggplant is here on the wheels, but I actually think that's really cute, kind of grounds it. And of course, if I look at this, and by the way, this is a rule of thirds grid. I do have a blog post about this, and it explains what the point of having something like this. Rule of thirds is just a way of looking at things. Mostly it comes from the world of photography, but it works really well in the world of design as well. So when you lay this down, where these points intersect, those are key points of interest. And here we have keep on rolling going right under this intersecting point with stars. And so our greeting is actually in a really nice position in the overall design. Of course, this whole skate is centered, and we have a diagonal connection of stars going across. So we have our repetition of shape, we have our repetitions of color, and I would call this more asymmetrical than not because it's not a mirror image from side to side. You have it's just, yeah, it's kind of a center weighted balance that just has a few things at opposing corners to give that a visual balance. And that's about it. I love this so much. I can't wait to send it to Molly. And I know that her daughter follows me on Instagram. So, Anne, if you see this card, don't spoil the surprise. You can find links to all the products I used in today's video in the YouTube description box. I'll have a link to the visual supply list as well as a blog post where you can see photos of the card and get more details about the supplies, as well as just check out information that I have available on my website. If you're not a subscriber, I'd love to have you, so please hit that subscribe button and be sure to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the next time I post. I have another cool retro design video to share with you from Concord and Ninth, and I'm going to pop that video right up in the corner because I think it is also another blast from the past if you ever listen to cassette tapes. So be sure to check that out. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.